Welcome back to the Mind Compass, your 10-minute dose of mindset growth for stress management, anxiety relief, and personal development. Whata?
And g'day viewers, I'm Michael.
And I'm Janet, and welcome to today's episode where we're going to discuss how to turn uncertainty into your greatest advantage.
You know, life has a funny way of throwing curveballs at us, doesn't it? One minute we think we've got things figured out, and the next, boom, uncertainty knocks on the door. It can be about our careers, our relationships, or just the general craziness of the world. And let's be real, uncertainty can feel like a black hole of anxiety.
But here's the thing. Uncertainty isn't always the bad guy. What if we flipped the script? What if instead of seeing it as something to fear, we saw it as something that could push us forward? That's exactly what we're looking into today. By the end of this episode, you'll walk away with 3 key things. 1, a new way to look at uncertainty so it fuels your growth instead of holding you back.
Practical strategies to manage anxiety when facing the unknown, and we'll give you some examples of people who turned uncertainty into success so that you can too. So grab your coffee or your tea or whatever keeps you going, and let's chat about how to turn uncertainty into a launch pad for growth.
Okay, first up, let's talk about why uncertainty makes us feel so unsettled. Our brains are wired to crave predictability. We like to know what's coming next. Keeps us feeling safe, right? When we don't, our brain goes into overdrive, sounding the alarm, danger, danger.
Will Robinson.
But here's something interesting Tony Robbins once said. The quality of your life is in direct proportion to the amount of uncertainty that you can comfortably live with. Let that sink in for a sec. If you want a rich, full life, you've got to get comfy with the unknown.
Think about Oprah Winfrey. She got fired from her first TV job because they said she wasn't fit for television. Ouch, that would have really hurt. But instead of letting that uncertainty swallow her whole, she turned it into fuel. And well, we all know the story and how it turned out. And let's be honest, uncertainty isn't just about career setbacks. It shows up in everyday life too. Have you ever been in a relationship where you weren't sure where things were headed? Or maybe you faced a health scare and suddenly everything felt up in the air? Well, the unknown can be overwhelming, but it doesn't have to paralyze us.
Let's talk about a little mindset magic here. You've probably heard of Carol Dweck's concept of a growth mindset. It's the idea that instead of seeing obstacles as dead ends, see them as stepping stones. So instead of saying, I don't know what's next and that freaks me out, what if we tried, I don't know what's next and that's kind of exciting? For example, Elon Musk had no idea if Tesla or SpaceX would work. But did that stop him? Nope. He leapt into the uncertainty, took a chance, and now he's literally reaching for the stars.
He is. And Steve Jobs put it best. You can't connect the dots looking forward. You can only connect them looking backwards. In other words, trust the process. The dots will connect. And look, I get it. This isn't always easy. Our brains love certainty. But what if we started to see uncertainty as an adventure instead of a threat? So think about the best moments in your life. Were they planned to the last detail, or did some of them come from unexpected twists and turns?
All right, into the good stuff. How do we actually take this idea and make it work in real life? Here are 5 strategies to start using right now. 1, control what you can, let go of the rest. You can't control everything, so why waste energy worrying about it? For example, Walt Disney built an empire in the middle of the Great Depression because he focused on what he could do, tell amazing stories.
Secondly, reframe the fear. Instead of, what if I fail, try, what if I learn something amazing? As we reminded you all before, J.K. Rowling was rejected 12 times before Harry Potter took off. So what if she'd let uncertainty stop her?
Third, just take the next step. None of us have it all figured out. Just take one step today. Nelson Mandela spent 27 years in prison, never knowing if he'd be free. But he used that time to grow and to prepare. And when the moment came, he was ready.
Next up, build a resilience routine. So try meditation, journaling, exercise, whatever keeps your mindset strong. Tim Ferriss, the American entrepreneur, swears by journaling as his go-to tool for handling uncertainty.
And seek out discomfort. This one sounds counterintuitive, but hear us out. When you intentionally put yourself in situations that stretch you, whether it's public speaking, travelling alone, or taking on a challenge, you start to build confidence in handling the unknown. It's expanding your comfort zone every single time you do this.
So let's bring it home with a few more examples of people who embraced uncertainty and turned it into success. Firstly, there's Howard Schultz from Starbucks. So before Starbucks was a household name, Schultz took a leap of faith, leaving a steady job to push the idea of a coffee culture in the US. And at first, no one at all bought into his vision. But he leaned into uncertainty, and today, well, Starbucks is everywhere.
Let's look at the fabulous tennis player Serena Williams. She had no guarantee that she'd become one of the greatest tennis players of all time. Many injuries, setbacks, and fierce competition, but she faced it all. She used the unknown as fuel. And what about your own life? Yes, you. Think back to a time when you faced uncertainty, but you came out stronger. Maybe it was switching careers, starting a business, or overcoming a personal challenge. Think about it. You've done it before and you can do it again.
Hell yeah. So here's the big takeaway. Uncertainty isn't here to stop you. It's here to push you forward. Every single person we admire, whether it's Oprah, Musk, Disney, Mandela, any of the others, they've all faced uncertainty. But they didn't let it paralyze them. They used it. Now it's your turn. So ask yourself, what's one area of your life where uncertainty has been holding you back? And how can you take one small step forward today? We'd love to hear from you. Shoot us a message, tag us on social media, but let's keep this conversation going.
And hey, if this episode gave you a new perspective, hit that subscribe button, leave a review, and share it with someone who needs to hear it. Until next time, keep your compass pointed toward growth. This is the Mind Compass, helping you navigate the unknown with confidence. Catch you again soon. Love and blessings.
See ya.